14 years have passed since the heroes of Azeroth ventured beyond the Dark Portal into the shattered realm of Outland. Now, they get to do it again, except this time, it's different. Wait, no it's not. Introducing the second release of the first expansion to the 2004 Game of the Year, World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade massive multiplayer online role-playing game box. Classic. Beyond the Dark Portal. A new world awaits. Discover the hidden mysteries of Silvermoon, the Blood Elf city rebuilt from the ashes of the Third War. Fight the wars of ages past in the legendary caverns of time. Fly across the shattered lands of Hellfire astride winged mounts you control. And inside we have World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Game Manual. Four beautiful electronic frisbees for your ancient disk drive. Disc 1. Disc 2. Disc 3. Disc 4. Blizzard Entertainment Product Catalog. Guest pass key. I wonder if this is still valid. Now we'll explore this small tome to learn of the story so far and discover the new features available in the Burning Crusade. The story so far. 2 years have passed since the founding of Durotar. Although the armistice between the mighty Horde and the Noble Alliance has held, tensions between the two factions continue to mount as worldwide conflicts draw the two sides closer to all-out war. Fighting has erupted in the strategic battlegrounds of Alderac Valley, Warsong Gulch, and Arathi Basin, and more recently, in eastern Plaguelands and Silithus. Even as these old enemies have renewed their quarrels, many ancient threats have resurfaced to menace the beleaguered races of Azeroth. As if spurred by unseen forces, dark agents have labored to push the world closer to the brink of oblivion. Within Blackrock Spire, the legacy of the Black Dragon Deathwing continued to unfold as Nefarian followed in his father's contemptible footsteps. With the aid of his sister Onyxia and the orchestrations of their human personas, Nefarian worked toward replenishing the Black Dragonflight. To that end, he created chromatic dragons, unspeakable hybrids of both red and black dragons. Meanwhile, the priests of Hakar enacted primitive rituals on behalf of their fiendish blood god. First, priests at the temple of Atal Hakar succeeded in calling forth the god's avatar. Then, within the crumbling ruins of Zul'Gurub, priests summoned the bloodthirsty, diabolical Soul Flayer physically into Azeroth. Nor was the spread of evil limited to the physical realm alone. Several green dragons, once Ysera's trusted lieutenants, have been corrupted by the Emerald Nightmare, emerging from dream portals across the world to threaten the very lives they once protected. Throughout Silithus, insect swarms surged as if guided by some malignant ancient intelligence. Behind the gates of the Scarab Wall, the merciless Kiraji stirred once again. Empowered by the old god Cthulhu, the Kiraji prepared their legions for a worldwide assault to avenge their bitter defeat at the hands of the Night Elves 1,000 years ago. Worst of all, the Lich King's icy grip descended upon Azeroth once again as the Scourge renewed its assault against living and undead alike. Foreboding necropoli recently appeared over several major cities. Alliance and Horde forces mobilized and drove the Scourge back. Nevertheless, questions remain. Was this truly a setback for the Lich King? Or did this first attack further a different goal for the Scourge? Whatever the case, Kel'Thuzad is clearly setting the stage for a full-scale apocalyptic invasion from his seat of power in Naxxramas. The heroes of the world have bravely faced these challenges and more, struggling to ensure the continued survival of their races. The greatest perils, however, remain unseen. Many of these new threats have the inhabitants of the world wondering if peace will ever find a home in Azeroth. Shadows return. Deep within Deadwind Pass, restless ghosts roam the darkened halls of Karazhan, where the demon-possessed wizard Medivh spent his final days. Tempted by rumors of the time-lost secrets kept within, adventurers have begun infiltrating the haunted tower. Within the secret passages of the arcane stronghold, horrific nightmares have awakened. Elsewhere, the brooding dragon Nosdormu stirs. The Timeless One has sensed a threat to his beloved Timeways. Shadowy agents have infiltrated the Caverns of Time, attempting to sabotage 3 key historical events: Thrall's escape from Durnhold, the monumental Battle of Mount Hyjal, and Medivh's creation of the Dark Portal. In the face of this overwhelming threat, Nosdormu is enlisting heroes to help him prevent the fabric of time from unraveling forever. With the future in peril, a relic of the past has also surfaced, radiating renewed energy. This relic has enabled Lord Khazak to activate the current Dark Portal, thereby reopening the gateway to the Shattered Realm of Outland. Here, before Draenei was torn apart by Ner'zhul's portals, the Orcs and Draenei once lived in peace. Now, this wasteland is ruled by the one-time defender of the Night Elves, the power-mad betrayer, Illidan Stormrage. Joined by Prince Kael'thas Sunstratter's Blood Elves and the insidious Serpentine Naga, Illidan maintains a tight hold on Outland and its multiple portals. The Burning Legion has set its sights on Outland as well, hoping to utilize the portals to gain access to numerous unspoiled worlds. Should the demons prove successful, no refuge would remain against their nihilistic crusade. Furthermore, the demon lord Kil'jaeden has not forgotten Illidan's failure to destroy the Lich King. Although Illidan still controls the mighty Black Temple, he anticipates the Burning Legion's return and is preparing accordingly. He and his allies fight to ensure that Outland's multiple portals remain tightly sealed while he strengthens his power base. Even so, Illidan's forces are not the only presence on Outland. Several other factions roam the scattered wastes as well. Bands of Draenei remain, although many of them have devolved into broken, warped shells of their former selves. Cut off from the light, these broken fight for their sanity and their lives. In addition, much to War Chief Thrall's horror, refugee orcs in the desolate region have discovered and embraced a new source of demonic corruption. Recently, a new breed of Fel Orcs began streaming out of Hellfire Citadel, the Horde base of operations during the First and Second Wars. Though these savage orcs have made no secret of their presence on Outland, the source of that newfound corruption remains a mystery. Using their dimensional fortress, Tempest Keep, the Naaru have recently arrived on Outland as well. These energy beings recognize the strategic importance of the Broken Wastes and have vowed to defeat their sworn enemies, the Legion, at all costs. When most of the Naru set out to explore the ravaged territories of Outland, however, Kael'thas seized the opportunity to strike. The Blood Elves assaulted the fortress, overcoming its automated defenses and taking command of the keep's satellite structures. Kael'thas has now begun manipulating the fortress's otherworldly technologies, using them to harness the chaotic energies of the Netherstorm itself. Despite Illidan's efforts to keep Outland's portals closed, the Horde and Alliance have anticipated Outland's role in the renewed hostilities and ever more perilous threats. The denizens of Azeroth are thus preparing not only to battle each other, but also to face the inevitable onslaught of the Burning Legion. To that end, both Horde and Alliance have recruited new allies. Two bold new races have stepped forward to answer the call. Devastated by the recent Scourge invasion of Kael'thas, the resourceful, magic-addicted Blood Elves have rallied to rebuild much of their kingdom and take up the cause of the Horde. Meanwhile, the Draenei, who once peacefully coexisted with the shamanistic orcs, have joined the Alliance to fight the Burning Legion and avenge past atrocities committed by the orcs. The Flight of the Draenei. To learn more about the Flight of the Draenei, check out my other video, The Flight of the Draenei, linked in the top right or below in the video description. Legacy of the Blood Elves. To learn more about the Legacy of the Blood Elves, check out my other video, Legacy of the Blood Elves, also linked in the top right or below in the video description. New Profession Jewelcrafting. One of the exciting new features of World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade is the profession of jewelcrafting. Jewelcrafters learn the art of creating beautiful jewelry and trinkets from metals and rare gems. By processing raw ore mined from various deposits and mineral veins, jewelcrafters extract gems to use for their craft. Jewelcrafters work with gems in many different ways. A jewelcrafter may create rings, amulets, and trinkets that function just like those that can already be found in the game, with a few notable exceptions. For example, jewelcrafters can learn to create gemmed figurines that these jewelcrafters can then carry in their trinket slots. Such figurines provide passive benefits, but they can also be used to provide the jewelcrafter with a temporary combat-related bonus, such as a damage boost or extra healing powers. Jewelcrafters can also cut gems for use in socketed items. Gems come in many different colors and shapes. Different types of gems have different basic properties, and a gem's cut also determines the effect that gem has. Placing cut gems into an item's sockets will add the bonuses of these gems to the item, allowing players to customize their equipment to better suit their individual playstyles or the different roles their classes can fulfill. Socketed items. At higher levels, socketed items and specially cut gems become highly important. Various socketed items, including armor and weapons, can be found in dungeons, but the expansion also introduces many new recipes for all the professions. These recipes allow leatherworkers, blacksmiths, and tailors to create socketed items. Socketed items can be of uncommon, rare, or even epic quality. Each of an item's sockets can also have a specific color. You can put a gem into a socket and match that gem's color to the socket's color. If you use such color-matched gems in all of an item's sockets, the item acquires a special stat bonus beyond the individual gem's effects. However, you can also put gems of a different color in these sockets if you prefer a specific gem effect instead of the color-matching bonus. Any character can insert gems into an item's sockets. You do not need to be a jewelcrafter to do so. However, you will need to ask a jewelcrafter or become one yourself to obtain most of the gems you can socket. Several of the expansion's high-level bosses may also be a source of cut gems. There are rumors that these bosses hold stones with fantastic, untold powers. The journey ahead. Level cap raised. Millions of intrepid adventurers have overcome staggering odds to reach the pinnacle of achievement in World of Warcraft, level 60. These bold heroes, as well as others who are approaching this important milestone, will be glad to learn that the level cap for World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade has been raised to 70. A whole new world of danger and discovery awaits players at the highest level. Benefits for those adventuring beyond level 60 include fantastic new skills, talents, and abilities. So dust off your armor, ready your mounts, and oil your blades. The adventure has just begun. Player versus player. PvP play in the World of Warcraft has been taken to a whole new level in World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade. The expansion introduces an entirely new system of PvP, as well as alterations to the existing honor system. Gladiatorial arenas are available for the first time in the Burning Crusade. In this thrilling addition to PvP combat, players can form teams for the first time, organizing groups of 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, or 5 versus 5 for deathmatch style competition. 2 separate modes of arena play are introduced. In practice mode, players compete for fun and for the sake of improving their or their team's skill. No rewards are offered, and players are matched up based on character level and the quality of their gear. In the second mode, level 70 players can compete in the Steamweedle Cartel's gladiatorial games as a registered team. This mode is based on a ladder system with play seasons. Each season lasts 3 months. At the end of each week, player performance is rated and arena points are awarded. These points may be spent on items such as armor, jewelry, trinkets, and even weapons. In World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade, significant changes have also been made to the current honor system. In the honor system, players receive honor points each day for vanquishing opponents or winning battlegrounds and outdoor PvP objectives. Players can now spend honor points directly on armor, weapons, and other rewards offered by Alliance and Horde quartermasters. In addition, honor points will no longer degrade over time. Players will have ample opportunity to experiment with all the changes made to PvP-style play in World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade. Most zones in Outland, for instance, have PvP objectives associated with them, providing a wide array of varied and unique play experiences. Beyond the untamed horizon, flying mounts. Fewer than 20 years ago, Draenei was ripped apart by the violent energies of several dimensional portals. To this day, certain parts of Outland are unreachable by foot or boat. Yet the denizens of Outland adapted and learned to harness various species as flying mounts, allowing adventurers to reach even the most remote and dangerous regions of this untamed world. One of the exciting new features of World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade is the introduction of a new kind of mount that provides players with unprecedented freedom to explore the world of Outland from an entirely new perspective. Upon reaching level 70, players can obtain a flying mount. Both Horde and Alliance will have their own special flying mount type, to which every player of that faction has access. There are also a number of special flying mounts that will be extremely rare, even among the most powerful characters. Players have full control over their mounts, and are thus free to roam the skies and explore all regions of Outland. A special thanks to the heroes that originally created this game, as well as to the current team working on the classic release. If you're still watching this video, I actually can't believe it. Peon-sized attention spans grip the internet, and the fact that you are still watching is a testament to your will and strength of character. For more attempts at epic shit, consider subscribing to my channel, as well as liking, commenting, and sharing the video, all of which will be of great aid on my quest to become a wizard. We are the only thing that stands between Azeroth and the looming threats of destruction within the shattered realm of Outland. The world needs heroes, now more than ever. Will you answer the call?